Hi, and welcome to Mechanical Keyboards Live. This is the third stream of the weekend. Things are definitely happening around here. Can't believe I'm back for another one. This one, we're back to DIY keyboard making. The good stuff. The good stuff. Just before I get into it, for those of you who didn't see, yesterday I did 3 keyboard reviews. Today I did, tech reviews? Is that what we're going to call it? Just tech reviews? Oh, and I got some new tech in. Thank God I cleared some of the backlog, because tonight I got even more tech in that I'm gonna have to do in another stream coming soon. Just to give you a little heads up. This is some of the new stuff that arrived in. I got this electronics, a robotics project, a smart video car kit for Raspberry Pi. That'll be pretty fun to make. And this sunfounder.com drone. That's coming up. It's a carbon fiber drone that they sent me. Probably build that over the course of a couple weeks. But enough of that for now. Today we're doing some switch tuning. Mange HD is right. Let's get the upvotes going so that we get some more viewers on the channel. The more upvotes we get, I was going to say the more updudes. Updudes too. If you guys know over on over on Reddit, if you go to RMK or Reddit/mechanical keyboards, there is an announcement for this show. It put it up about half an hour ago. If you go find that and give that some updates as well, that'll help get more people into the show. The more people on the show, the bigger the possibility of growth. Growth is good, of course, because ultimately I'd like to hit 100,000 subscribers so that we can do the live stream from the YouTube space for the Mechanical Keyboard Meetup. What the heck? Why is it wiggly? So wiggly. What's this so wiggly going on here? What the heck? What?
Is the monitor
No.
touching the table?
It is. You know what? It is. I just freed that there. And look at how wiggly it is. Okay, but hold on. It's going to stop being wiggly now. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this big 4K thing. But before I do, there we go. There. Now, you're just back to small Pete. Well, maybe we'll get bigger Pete later. Big Pete, small Pete. Big Pete, small Pete. Let's just say hello to everybody. Andrew Bishop is in the house. Andrew McFarlane. Andrew McFarlane, I see that you've come over to check out about switches. That's great. Dr. Doomapple is here. Mange HD. Chris Tan, who asked a pretty good question. I'll get to that in just a minute. Dane Carter is in the house, and Mrs. Dane Carter and baby Dane Carter also in the house. What's up, everybody? Hi, nice to see you. Who else is here? Drewsby, who says, this is my first stream of yours, Ski with Pete. Love your videos. Awesome. Thanks, man. Before we get to anything less exciting, let's start with the super exciting stuff. There's this. It's a sticker from One Up Keyboards. It's not the usual sticker. You see the usual sticker? The usual sticker is that size. This is an extra large one. So that is the first part. Let me move all this stuff out of the way here. The sticker. It's in the giveaway. Go into the gleam.io link below in the about section below. Gemk is here. What's up, Gemk? Go into the gleam.io. You can win not just this sticker, but also a whole lot more. Like these stickers. These stickers are from Hungerworks Studios, maker of the Binge caps. There's some of his stickers that he's decided to give away in this week's giveaway. Thank you very much, Binge and Hungerworks Studio. Then on top of that, from mechanicalkeyboards.com, we've got a key tester keychain. This is Cherry Blue switch, which is also a clicky switch like I'm going to be making today. There's also O-rings that we're giving away from mechanicalkeyboards.com. There's also switch openers. I'm going to be using my switch openers in today's show, but there's also all of that. Plus 2 keycap pullers. Why do you need 2? So you can take keycaps off with both your hands at the same time. And because it makes it easier to take off the space bar. So there's 2 of those in that package. Plus, there's the glorious full-size wrist rest pad from Glorious PC Gaming. That is all in this week's giveaway. So go check that out by going into the About section and going to the gleam.io link to sign up for this week's giveaway. So That's awesome. It's currently open only to the US. You are eligible to join and to win if you're far afield, but you may have to contribute for shipping, depending on how much shipping is. If shipping's more than $20, we're definitely going to ask for help. So that's what that was. ABC123, it's easy, is up in the house. What's going on? Also said hello to Gemk. Lord Slaps is here. What's up, everybody? All right, I'm trying to move this chair a little closer just so I can not have to sit on the edge of my seat the whole time. Oh, feels better already. All right. What are we up to today? Here's what we're up to. These switches over here are called Pandas. By the way, for those of you who wanted to know, these switches are now reduced in price for the larger 92 and 120 bags on oneupkeyboards.com. We reduced the price. That's pretty cool. These are Aristotles. These are the clickiest switches known to man. Super clicky, terrible housings. So we're going to take the Pandas, which have an amazing housing and don't wobble. And we're going to take the Aristotles that have an amazing clicky switch but have a terrible housing. We're going to fuse the two together, and we're going to try adding in these 45-gram springs. Now, all of this stuff you can get from oneupkeyboards.com. For those of you who don't know, I'm the owner of oneupkeyboards.com. Hi. That's why I keep talking about oneupkeyboards.com. Usually I have a business card here, but it's gone on a walkabout. Don't know what's happened to it. Oh, I'll put this here because that's a weird thing. Huh, nobody will be able to guess what that is. Martino Nauli Rista. Hi, Pete. I just arrived at office, ready to watch the stream. Awesome, Martino. So I'm assuming that you're somewhere in the Far East in order to just be arriving at work now. I'm going to ask my wife, my darling wife, a simple question. Darling, could you please turn the air conditioning back on? I'm under all the lights and I'm starting to sweat.
Sure.
Thank you. I am sweating. It is hot. It's real hot. Okay, we're currently at 31 viewers watching. If you haven't already, please press like. I say in the name and in the title and in the description and in the YouTube link and in the Twitter link, and I say I'm going to be building a Panda-stottle. That's exactly what I'm going to be up to. Go ahead, press like now. The more likes this show gets, the more people who get to come and join us. It's not particularly like riveting, the old switch popping, but it is good fun, and let's be honest, it makes this stuff even better. Jim Cruz is in the house. What's going on, Jim? Jim, I am about to make one of the world's clickiest switches. I was just explaining then, just moments before you arrived, that these housings over here are called the Panda housings. The Panda housings they're one of the, they've got one of the least amount of wobbles of any of the switch housings. And so, oh, there we go. So what that means is the key press feels even more crispy than ever. All right, I'm just going to take this spring, put it over there. I'm going to take this slider, and I'm going to put that over there. Okay, the first thing we need to figure out... let's first take apart one of these. Okay, this is the junk. This is the junk housing, so I'm just going to rip this one apart because I don't need to save it at all. Nobody wants to buy that housing. what I can do now is take this and that junk spring. Don't worry, I'm going to switch over to action cam in just a second so you guys can see all this stuff right up close. Alex, sure. Welcome to the stream, Alex. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate that stuff, you know. I'm going to be honest. I'm a bit of a sucker for a compliment. And I'll get very many of them. And so when I do, I'm like, I love it. Okay. I tell you, I'm going to switch over to action cam and I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to do all sorts of different angles soon. But just before we get to that, I just wanted to build one first, you know what I'm saying? Just so I knew if craziness were to prevail. Oh my god, so crispy. Watch out for the stottle housings. Ooh, gross. Oh, so clicky. Just listen, this is just the Aristotle on its own. This is the Panda-stottle. The default actuation on the pandas, I believe, is 60 gram actuation. Maybe I'm wrong. Aristotle's are unknown, and Mange said 67 gram. He might be right. You should see if you can get on the Orthodox GB that's coming soon. It's an ortholinear 30% split keyboard with ergodox style thumb keys. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, first one complete. So I'm going to put those over here. Okay. What I need to do is I need to create different buckets for different things. This is going to be my rubbish bucket. I'm going to get a rubbish bucket. I'll be right back. I just need a rubbish bucket. Just getting a rubbish bucket. 31 people currently in the stream. If you've just joined, hang out for another second. I'll be right there. Thanks for turning the AC back on, Mom. Jim Cruz is in the house.
Hey, Jim.
Steph says hi. Oh, guys, just one quick thing before I get too much further in. Don't forget that today's stream is in full 4K. 4K. Yeah. Andrew, no lube. No, it's really tricky to lube a clicky switch. The clicky switches, if you ask my friend JB, is JB in the house? If you ask JB what happens to the lube if it gets even a little bit gummy, then what can happen is it destroys the click, so you basically get a jailhoused.
Nothing.
A jailhouse, yeah.
Terrible switch.
It was terrible. So no more lubing of the clicky switch. You don't need it. You really don't. Because, yeah, really after the click, you're just pushing the housing. Yeah. It doesn't need to be lubed, in my humble opinion. Okay. Throwing the junk in over here. Even with a brush. No, I did do it with a brush. Okay. So that's going to be my rejects. Now what I got to do is I got to find... What am I going to put those in?
What?
What? The sliders and the springs. You know what's crazy?
Yeah, one of the little. Do you have a little bucket from the standoff thing? Your standoff, those little yellow buckets.
No, all those buckets are taken. You know what's crazy? We had all those little boxes recently. And you were like, what are we going to do with these little boxes? And I was like, throw them out.
Oh, use the little black ones on the top then.
No, they're too small. Ooh, maybe not. Let's find out. This, like this. This like this. Oh. No, this has a thing in it. I don't need the thing. My lubed blues are now no longer clicky. Lord slaps. Panda-stotles are lubable. Mine are lubed. The slider inside the housing. Yeah, so if you just do the slider, you could do it. Okay. You ready? Let's switch over to Action Cam. Let's see what this looks like in Action Cam. Okay, this is a Panda. You ready? Y'all ready for this? Panda. I'm going to go in here like this. And I'm going to wedge this side open here like that. Okay? I'm going to do action plus selfie. I'm just going to put my own head in here so you can see the look of intensity. You ready? Intensity. Come on. Such a tight little housing. Come on. All right. There we go. There we go. Open that up. Put the spring over here. Put the slider over here. Put the base over here. Put the top over here. Moving on to the next. You guys see this? Can you see it real good? Wow. All right. Told you I was going to be making Panda-stotles. I'm making Panda-stotles. Go ahead and smash that like button now. Oh. Gotta be careful with these things. Whew. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm going to tip this up a little bit so you can see it a little more clearly. Let's see what happens when I do that. Look of intensity. Pete, I just got into the hobby of mechanical pencils. I'm obsessed, worse than an addiction. I used to be into mechanical pencils. Well, not that into mechanical pencils. I liked mechanical pencils that had like the big time retracting points so that I could, because I'm a pen spinner and I was constantly smashing off the little tips of mechanical pencils. So I did a lot of research into mechanical pencils. That was back when I was like a teenager, but I switched over to pens, you know, once I was allowed to in school. It's a weird thing to talk about, though. Pens, pencils. I don't know, man. But to me, you know, the mechanical keyboard in a lot of ways is the modern equivalent of being into pens and pencils. I don't even take notes on notebooks anymore. I just carry my laptop around with me at work. Pete, have you ever used SMK Monterey Blues? I used Monterey Blues at the Boston meetup, actually. I thought they were pretty cool. Also got a chance to use dark blues. And I'm going to be honest with you, I really like the dark blues. Thought they were pretty cool. Cherry dark blue, that is. Don't forget, for those of you who've just joined, to go into the About section below and join this week's giveaway. This week's giveaway has stuff from mechanicalkeyboards.com, One Up Keyboards, Hungerworks Studio, something else too. Oh yeah, the wrist rest from Glorious PC Gaming Race. Hi Pete, could you show a close-up of the top housing? I just want to see if there's any logos or labels. Of course, man. You just give me 1 second here. Okay, just taking this apart, and then I'm gonna, as you know, put the spring over there and the slider. Whoops. Slider goes over here. Okay. This is gonna focus. It's just gonna take a second. Come on, you can focus. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna use the magical powers bestowed on me. Oh, not that one. No properties available. Okay, in order to do it, I've got to go over to this one. I got to do this one. Configure video. I'm going to do camera control. I'm going to do focus is off. I'm going to do there you go. I don't know if you can quite see, but right along here. Actually, I've got it upside down. Just going to turn it around. Can you see right here? Oh, it's a little bit out of focus, eh? Give me just 1 second. There we go. There we go. Can you see it says Inver? I-N-V-R. Sorry, I-N-V-Y-R. It's got Inver written on there. These are the Inver Panda switches. Cool. So let's open up another switch and see if I can do it super zoomed in like that. Apart. Over there, and this over here. Beautiful. Sorry for the hassle. It's no hassle at all. It's not how this works. No hassle. Happy to do it. Video feed is good. Yeah, it's pretty strong today, right? We're in full 4K. Don't forget to switch your video stream over to 4K. If you don't have the monitor to support it, I suggest 1440p. Or the best quality that you can make it. Lord Slaps, I'll see you later, buddy. Alright. Springalicious. Well, the spring doesn't want to come out. Look at it. Whoop. Oop-a-lie. The focus is a little bit short now, isn't it? Would you recommend Inver Pandas over cherries or Gateron Blacks? I like linears more than tactiles. Clickies are my second favorite. Okay, so if you were going to go with linears, I would probably, and you're not thinking about opening up your own switches and lubing them, I would recommend Gateron Blacks. If you're thinking about doing what I'm doing, which is opening up the switches and individually tuning each of them, then I would recommend these Invert Pandas. Because as great as these pandas are, and they are insanely good, you really do need to get inside and lube them to get them as smooth as they can go. Otherwise, you'd probably be better off sticking with just a straight up Gateron. That's my humble opinion anyways. But I mean, if you're down to spend a buck a switch, or almost as much, a buck a switch, then definitely these pandas are beyond compare. Such low switch wobble, very consistent springs, real solid slider, and with a little bit of lube, one of the smoothest things that you can find. It's no wonder that these pandas are super popular. But again, if you're just like, you know what, I just want to put something together and get it done with, then I would probably recommend Gaterons instead. I'm going to just change the... I'm just going to change the focus so that it's a little more here. Yeah, that's better. That's a little bit more where I'm more likely where I'm to... There, that's a better focus. Just gonna put this up like this. Oh no. Just gonna hang this over like this. Yeah, it's interesting what you just said then. You want the best linears that you can get. So there's this sort of trade-off, and I just want to explain it using a movie reference that I saw not long ago. It's called Euro Dreams of Sushi. Have you seen that one? In it, there's a part where one of the suppliers, a rice supplier, tells the story that one of the other chefs that he supplies to would like better quality rice. And he jokes that if he gave him this sort of stuff that he gives to Jiro, that he wouldn't know what to do with it. And that is, that is something to be said, because Jiro, what he does is he cooks his rice 3 times and, soaks it 48 hours and then cooks it again. And he goes through a procedure that means that when he says that his rice is the best, he means that his rice is really the best. And the other chef just wouldn't have the tolerance or wouldn't have the abilities to do those sorts of things. And that's really what I was trying to tell you with the Gateron Blacks. If you just want a switch that you can just pop into place and build a keyboard, I get it. But you're not getting the ultimate switch. If you're able to spend the time and open up the housing and put a little bit of that Crytox 205 lube in there, then really you will be very pleasantly surprised with how good these switches are. Anchorbait is back. What's going on? If I had kale, pale blues, coppers, would those stems work in Panda housings? Yeah, I think any Cherry MX compatible slider is going to work in these housings. I mean, they're no different than the kale or Cherry MX sliders or Gateron sliders. They're all kind of the same. 35 viewers currently in the channel. 37 in fact, but only 19 likes. If you haven't already, please go ahead and smash that like button. Exactly as this says, I am building the Panda-stottle switch. So why don't you go ahead and smash that like button. Yeah, I'm just going to make a little prep over here just in case I need it again. Just Peter said what he's going to do with those stems. Bruno, no, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these stems yet. If somebody out there has a great project in mind for some Panda stems, I'm certainly not against it. You can't see them now, but I'm collecting them in 2 little boxes just over here. Springs and stems. So for those of you just tuning in, I know a couple of you have just, I'm actually making Panda-stotles, which is these Aristotle switches. I'm putting in Panda housings, and the result is this little beauty right here. Let me switch over to the action cam to show you. There it is right there. This is what it sounds like up close. Yeah, with the Panda stems, Bruno, no, I don't actually know what I'm going to do with them yet. Like I say, those black stems are just going to be left over at the end of this, and so are the springs. So if there's a man amongst you who, or a woman amongst you who would like to use those for something, get in touch. I'm happy to hook you up. Oh, sorry, it's I'm a little high here. I'm just gonna tip this. Don't forget, in the About section below, you can find all the stuff you can see on my desk, including the switches. As I said earlier, on OneUp keyboards, we've actually lowered the prices of the larger bags of Panda switches. They're now even less expensive, so less than a buck a switch. Yeah, you could easily make a bunch of Panda hybrids, and I do intend to do that. I probably will do that later on in the stream, depending how we go. Does anybody, Steph? Do you know what? Actually, you know, I can ask Alexa. What time is it?
It's 8:34 p.m.
Cool. One thing I did earlier today, I was playing with some light, or some outlets, some plug sockets, automated. Check this out. Alexa, turn off the studio.
Okay.
Cool, right? Alexa, turn on the studio.
Okay.
Haha, cool. Alex, sure. You have a good one, dude. Say hi to the family for me. Don't forget to leave a like before you go. And don't forget to go to that gleam.io link Make sure you check that out. Drewsby, if you hate switch wobble, you are in for a treat with these pandas. I feel like I'm making pretty good progress here. I feel like it's going good. Oh, now look at that. Oh, look at that. On this one, you can actually see the lube. Can you see that? Here, I'm gonna... Where's that thing? Focus. Look, you can see the lube. That's lube right there. You see it moving around? That's because there's lube on that one. And then you get a different one, like say this one, and look, there's no lube on it. It's, oh, sorry. You get another one like this one, say, and there's no lube at all on it. The one on the left, there's tons of it. The one on the right, there's none of it. That's why I say that if you take the time and do lube these, they are worth it. They were supposed to come from the factory lubed, and they clearly didn't all come consistently lubed. And it's to the detriment of these poor things. Because when you get a lubed one, my God, they're good. So just go ahead and lube it yourself. That's the solution here. And I know it's an extra step, and I know it's a pain in the butt, but when you want to get the ultimate keyboard, that's what you're in for. I'm going to put my head back on here so you can see the look of intensity. Okay, that focus is still a little bit off, right? That's better. One of the other things I found out about the pandas is that these things on the bottom here, I can't take them off now, but these things are actually, these are hole tights. So just by soldering these in makes your switch removable. It's amazing, actually. It's just another reason to get pandas. Whoops. God knows where that one went. That is going to be lost for now. Ski with Pete. Do the LJD 61 ups on your site have switch top removal? From the pictures, they don't seem to have cutouts. The LJD 61 up universal does. The LJD 61 ups don't. So the LJD 61 up universal, look how much lube is on this one, is a yes. The regular LJD 61 up switch opening, no. But let me remind you that if you get these, then you don't need to open the switch. You can just pull the whole switch out. That's the beauty of the hole tights. You can pull the whole switch out and then then open up the switch, replace the stem or do any tuning you want, and then just slot it back in. I should do that actually in an upcoming video, so you get what I'm saying. But these hole tights, man, once they're lubed in, you can pop the whole switch out, and you can do that with the LJD61 up. $31 currently viewing. Go ahead, smash that like button. The more likes this show gets, the more people get to come and join it. So if you've been hanging around for a couple of minutes, and you haven't already pressed that like button, go ahead and press it now. Who knows, maybe we can get a like ratio of almost 1 to 1. Who knows, get those likes drifting on up, you know what I'm saying? I really got to turn the volume down on this damn Windows machine. Wait, pandas are hot swappable without extra soldering. Drusby, that is correct. Correct. Once you solder these in, they are hot swappable from the start. So you don't need, on the LJD61 up, for the switch tops to be removable. You just remove the whole switch. From the start. Can't say it enough times. What's that?
How does that work?
How does what work?
How does that work if they're soldered in?
Okay, so check this out. So I'm going over to Action Cam here, and I'm just showing. On the bottom of these, you see these stems are really thick. I'm going to change the focus so that you can see them up nice and close like this. Okay, and I'm going to sacrifice one of these switches to the gods. Yeah, because I think once I take it apart, I can't put this back together without it being in. So here, look, I'm going to do this.
Don't you have a board with one in it?
I don't have any boards with pandas currently in. You ready? I'm just going to do this, though. I'm just going to... You see that? Do you see it, Steph?
I'm waiting till it comes up on the screen. Mine's a little behind.
You see, that's your hole tight. That's what stays in the board. And then this thing is what comes in and out. I'm just going to see if I can slot this back in. Yeah, there it is. Slotted back on. Sorry, I gotta adjust the focus again. I keep forgetting to do that.
So can you solder in hole tights without a switch?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
So just that little tube?
Yeah, you could. You absolutely could. Now, I personally wouldn't recommend it. What I would do is I would
Put them on a switch,
because otherwise, if you get them at like a slightly weird angle. But no, absolutely. I mean, people who buy hole tights, it's exactly what they do, Steph. They solder them in place right from the go.
Cool. Thanks for showing that off.
No problem. I mean, you're married to me, so I kind of have to do what you want me to do.
And they just solder in like normal switches?
Yeah, Yeah, they just solder in like normal. I mean, the holes, the little peg is a little bit bigger than what you're used to, but yeah, otherwise you're just like normal.
Thanks to just adding that to the description on the store.
You know, the perfect person to ask to do that would be
The
would
one
be
that-
Steph. Okay, Steph's gonna add that to the store right now. Is that right, Steph? Like right now, like right while I'm doing this? That'd be amazing. What a great idea, Steph.
What?
I'm-
Hot swappable.
Yeah, just how do you guys want it that written? You know, hold tights pre-attached. Is that what you want it to say? Do you want it to say hot swappable switch? What do you want it to say? You tell us. We will change it on the fly for you now.
Well, not change it. Add. There's no
Add.
change.
We're gonna add. We're gonna do exactly what you say. See, this is the crazy thing about this channel, this show, this, you know, One Up Keyboards. I'm only able to play with pandas for the first time now because we actually have some that are still in stock. It used to be that we'd get them and they were sold out before, like, we even had a chance. So I never even got a chance to like show them off on stream and stuff.
Okay.
Guys, no pressure, no pressure. Just want to remind you, Super Chat is enabled for this live stream. And as the rules go from my stream, anybody who Super Chats, I will read out your name, the message in its entirety, and any money that's collected during the show will go back towards this show and improving the camera setup, if you can believe it. Just to give you guys a quick overview of all the different cameras that we've got going on. We've got the selfie cam, which is right here. Hello, selfie cam. That's different to selfie chat, which is this one over here. We've got the 4K overhead. We got 4K action. And of course, we have 4K solder cam, which we're not using in today's show, but we will be using it in an upcoming episode. As far as I know, we're the only channel on the internet that has 4K solder.
Hot swappable without extra hold tights. This switch has a pre-installed hold tight allowing full switch removing without desoldering.
So how about you combine those two?
I wrote hold tights already attached, so they're hot swappable.
No, I would say hot swappable pre-installed hold tights, allowing full switch removal without desoldering. You ready for that again?
The last.
It's the first hat of Drewsby's hot swappable pre-installed hold tights.
Hot swappable, comma, pre-installed.
Hold tights allowing full switch removal.
Hang on. Pre-installed hold tights. Hold. Hold tight. Hot swappable, comma, pre-installed hold tights.
Allowing full switch removal
Without desoldering.
without desoldering.
Last bullet point.
Great. Thank you very much for adding that, Stephanie. Oh, Mange HD just changed it a little bit. It said hold tights pre-attached to switch legs. What did you say? Hot swappable.
Hot swappable, comma, pre-installed
Hold tights on switch. Yeah, okay. Pre-installed hold tights on switch legs.
on switch legs,
Yeah. Allow.
allowing full switch removal without desoldering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. That away.
Thanks all.
But you see what I'm saying? The Panda is a pretty special switch. Even if it was just for the fact that it had hold tights pre-installed, it would be pretty special. But also that it's a super linear.
Do the hot swap pins work for other MX variants? That is the only doubt that I have.
Yes, it works with other MX variants. It's not the super thin ones like you would find on the Utemus, if that's what you're asking. Hey, that was fast. Yeah, you can go over to One Up Keyboards right now and go check it out and buy some of these switches. I mean, I say we have lots. We do have lots, but who knows? Buy them while you can. We have a tendency of stuff running out on our website. What's that?
We're slowly not running out of stuff.
Okay, I'm at the point where I need to switch. I know it's crazy, but by switching the tweezers, let me show you on my action cam exactly what I'm talking about. Action cam. Okay, so look, I do this, and I reach in under here, and then what I do is I push with this finger here, that one. And when I do, I'm slowly creating a little callus, but it's not. It's gonna bubble up. What's it called? I'm creating a little blister. So even though these are my favorite ones and the preferred ones, it's easier if I now switch over to this different angle so that I don't cause a blister on my hand. So really, that's the advantage to buying one of those non-magnetic tweezer sets. I'm always on about them. They're only $3 from Amazon. I think they're $3. Maybe they're $6 from Amazon. You get a bunch of them in a box. It's totally worth it. I know I'm constantly going on about this stuff, but I would totally get a set of those.
Where'd you go with the new battery?
The new battery.
Yeah.
The Macally battery.
Or a battery that I could use.
I just had it in my hand. Is it behind me? It's right here, yeah. Why?
Because that little thing's running out the tablet. And I'm streaming you on.
Oh. Yeah, I reviewed it earlier today, the Macally 13,000 milliamp hour battery. It's pretty good.
Oh. One or 2.1.
What? 2.1, I believe. We all need some of those Switch modding trays. I actually have one.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not using it.
I'm also surprised I'm not using it. But you know what? They're just a pain in the butt. I mean, I could do that, but honestly, just doing it by hand is just as easy. Steph, do you know where that Switch mod tray is?
I thought it was just in this stack of things over here.
Is it?
I can't look from here. Just in that box there.
It is. It is. I'll use that later. See, I got one. I don't really need it on my desk right this very second, though. For those of you just joining, don't forget to go check out the gleam.io link in the About section below. This week's giveaway has a wrist rest and some other cool stuff. from mechanicalkeyboards.com, oneupkeyboards.com, and Hungerworks Studios. What's this, Chokan? More Pete. It's like we're moving in together. Oh yeah, this is my third stream of the weekend. I'm on a crazy stream binge. But what I can't say for sure is if there's going to be a stream next weekend. I'm starting to think it's pretty unlikely. So, it's awesome, yeah, but there might not be another one next weekend. Just warning you. I'm going to see what I can do about a midweek or two. We'll see. I don't want Steph to get sick of my streams, but just thinking about it. If you haven't already, now's a great time to press that like button. Mob Gamer, hello. If you haven't, no, take a no. Thank you, Mange HD. It's not cool to do that. Are you planning to sell the MX Silent variant, Bruno? Yeah, I am planning eventually. I am planning eventually to sell it, although I can't find anybody who stocks them at the moment. I am in touch with Cherry directly, and I'm trying my best to get my hands on some. I still have the ones that Cherry sent me a couple months ago that were in a giveaway. There's a more for a giveaway coming up soon. Probably in about September time, I'll do another giveaway with them. But that's what I wanted to do, was start to mod those. Because while I was meant to give some away, I was also meant to keep some in order to show off how well they work. So I'm going to make, and you heard it here first, I'm going to make the loudest quiet keyboard in the world. And I will not elaborate at this time. But you can't wait to see it. Trust me on that. "32 concurrent viewers. How many likes are we at? 26 likes. Go ahead, smash that like button. Let's see if we can't get to 50 likes. I know it's a long way, but let's see what happens. Whoops. Giovanni Mugerli. Welcome to the stream, Giovanni. As I said in the description, I'm modding the Panda switch with an Aristotle switch. I think I'm a little too zoomed in still. I'm going to just change the focus a little bit. Is that better? It's a little bit better. What is the difference between a Panda and a Gat Black? Sure, a Gat Black is a little bit smoother, not because it's made with different materials, but because the stem housing, that's to say the slider in the bottom half of the housing, is a little bit looser. So same materials, but This little slider here has more... Oh, wait, can you see it? That little slider there. Don't forget I'm in full 4K. That little slider there has more wiggle room on the Gateron. That more wiggle room means that it feels smoother at first, but it also has more wobble. These are a low wobble switch, but because that housing is so precise, it means that when you first get these, they're not quite as smooth. That's why I suggest if you were to buy a Panda that you open it up like I'm doing now to do some switch tuning. Ow! That hurt. Oh, that hurt too. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:02 p.m.
I'm going to say it's pretty unlikely that I'm going to be able to get to the silent switches today. Let alone will I be able to finish these switches. We'll see, we'll see. For those of you just joining, welcome to the show. Don't forget to watch in full 4K. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And once you've pressed subscribe, why don't you use your subscription to go into the About section or video description section below and join this week's giveaway. Whoops. I'll keep that and ditch that piece. How about that? For those of you just tuning in, I am making Panda-stotles. Whoops. Let's see where that one went. All right. Down in there. I'm making Panda-stotles, which is a combination Panda switch, which is a switch made by a guy named Inver. It's known as a super linear. Low switch wobble, hole tights pre-installed. Lubed, although not all of them are equally lubed, and I do recommend if you buy them to lube them, crack them open like I'm doing here and lube them yourself. Have I tried the Kyle speed switches? No, I have not. Is there any interest in the cherry speed switches from anybody? Are you guys interested in that sort of thing? Dommy Killer 37, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to all of you I haven't said hello to yet. Where are you guys watching from today? What's going on? Where are you guys watching from at the moment? Have I tried the Kyle speed switches? I have not. I have not. Once you've told me where you're from, did you talk about why you use tweezers instead of the switch top removable? Just curious if this way is easier. You ready? Switch top remover. Okay, I'm gonna go at it from the bottom side here. There, like that. There, like that. And I gotta go around to the other side again. There, like that. There we go. It's just the third method. So what I like to do in order to try to avoid getting blisters is I like to vary the methods for opening these things. And so this is just the third method. I don't know if it's easier. I find that the pointy tips on the tweezers is even easier. So I tend to start with those. But that's not to say I don't use the switch top removers. And of course, don't forget these switch top removers are in this week's giveaway, which you can find in the About section below with the gleam.io link. Andrew, did you talk about... no, we got Andrew Bishop. So is there a live stream? Or is this just not playing? That's just you. Yeah, I'm definitely live streaming. Live streaming. No, switching back over to the tweezers. No, this one's just being a bitch. It doesn't matter if I'm using the tweezers or not. It's just a bitch, that one. Hello from Ontario, Canada. Hi, Andrew from Ontario, Canada. Where are you from in Ontario, Canada? Let me guess. Markham. But you're going to say Toronto. Euphorical, welcome to the show. If you haven't already smashed that like button, please go ahead and smash that like button now. What are we looking at here? 35 watching with 28 likes. Not that far away from hitting more likes than people watching. I'm watching from my hotel room in Satan's Butthole, California. Awesome, Joshua. I hope that's actually a place. Andrew Bishop, yes, that would be awesome. Maybe that's coming in the future. Kitchener, Ontario. Love Kitchener, Ontario. Actually, I've never been to Kitchener, Ontario. That's the truth. I'm from Ottawa, and so is my lovely wife. But I'm broadcasting right now live from the heart of New York City, Manhattan itself, from a little place called Kips Bay, also known as One Up Keyboards HQ. Watching from sunny Saitama, Japan. Chokan, I didn't realize you were in Japan. Death Valley. It's just that hot here. Watching from Colorado, Dane Carter. Whereabouts in Colorado are you, Dane? Probably, but I can't remember because my memory's not that good. Oh, it was south of Columbine or something, right? It's like not far. Can't remember. Anchor bait. Is that just you and Steph that run One Up, or is there a warehouse that nobody knows about?
I wish.
There's no warehouse, man. Are you kidding?
Yes, there is. It's this apartment.
It's our apartment in Manhattan. That's the warehouse.
Ugh. I've lost the apartment.
A lot of people think that we're a really big company, or that, you know, there's lots of people who work here or whatever. No, it's just me, Steph, and occasionally JB when he's hanging out in New York City. But that's it. That's it. And we're only at...
Pay a salary.
Yeah, it's only a small company. It doesn't pay a salary. Nobody works for it full time like that. Yeah. I know. I'm sure you guys imagine it to be this huge thing, or at least that's what people seem to say to us often. Is, you know, like you're a big company or something. We're definitely not. You know, the stuff that we have in stock, we have in our apartment along with us. And we, yeah, we do it all from here. Denver area. Cool. Oh, itchy head. Ugh. All right. It's under my bed on my iPad. Bishop's Keyboard HQ in South Carolina. Third stream of the weekend for me. You guys will have lots of content to check out over the next week or so. If you're in the mood to check some cool content out, there's plenty of it. I imagine you to be in a building like the Ghostbusters.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing. No, our building isn't quite like that. If this is your first stream, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I'd love for some of you guys to join the stream as permanent members, permanent subscribers. Did you read what Anchorbait just wrote, Steph? He says, buying my PCB and stuff from OneUp, it seems like it's coming from a big company. It's shipped well and fast, unlike some companies.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. We try and make it seem very big and professional. It's just not. But thank you. That's very, very nice.
It's very kind of you. Almost there, almost there. 92 of these. We're almost there. We've been in the mechanical keyboard community for almost 3 years now, and when we joined, there were a lot of group buys that were going unfulfilled. There were problems with people who didn't fulfill orders. A lot of those things continue on to today, but there was really only mechanicalkeyboards.com that was like who was doing mechanical keyboards in a serious way. It was long before Massdrop or any of the other big guys. Not that there's anything wrong with Massdrop, definitely, you know. But yeah, that's when we started out. And what we were trying to do was make sure that everything we had was in stock and would ship quickly. That was our whole thing. We didn't want to be tarred with any of the same stuff that was happening to the rest of the community, with their group buys and their unfulfilled and their no communication. So we wanted to be different, and that's how we set out. And so we have been different, and that's kind of our modus operandi. That's what makes us what we are today. And the other story I like to tell is about the name OneUp Keyboards, the way that it happened. So just before I get into that, though, so I'm finished with all the Pandas. So they're all opened and in individual parts. Here, I'll just show you. So here's all the housings. Here's the springs. Here's the stems. So all done with that. So now it's time to get over to the chair, to the Aristotles. And these ones, we don't care about a lot of these. Just the stems. So I'm just gonna open this up, and then once I pull out this stem, I'm just gonna pop it over here. And I'm gonna chuck the rest of it in the bin, because we don't need it. Jarno Kuij says, how much do you need to? No idea what you're talking about. Cage says, is this live or a rerun? I'll let you decide. Mange just said, cough, cough, Ivan. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly the sort of stuff that we're fighting against. So we wanted to be a positive force in the community and an accessible force. That's part of my thing, is that you can ask me questions just like a regular human being, whether here or on Reddit, or if you email us, or if you have any, you want to be involved in the community or whatever. We're here to help bring you in. That was the reason we started. That is the reason that we continue. So hopefully we can remain true to that forevermore. It's CJ. Hey, it's CJ. Welcome. I can't believe there's a mechanical keyboard community. Cage, there absolutely is a mechanical keyboard community. If you go to a place like Reddit, you can discover the community. Reddit/r/mechanical keyboards. You can not only discover the community, but you can find community events like meetups in your area and or even host meetups in your area. You'll find local community shops like ours and lots more. At skiwithpete, do you ever plan on having springs with weights like 100, 120? Our supplier currently doesn't offer those. Though what I can tell you is that the actuation weight is what we're measuring on ours. So when you see the 150 gram springs, those are actually 180s. So if you see the 80 gram spring, you're probably looking at a 100 or something like that. So do just keep that in mind. And these housings do suck a little bit. You know what? They do suck just a little bit. So the other story that I like to tell that I was just about to get into was the story of the name One Up Keyboards. So, as the story goes, we got this old 1950s sewing machine from my dad, and there were some sleeves out there in the market, keyboard sleeves, but they weren't very good quality. They were hard to get, and they were pretty expensive. And so when I was given this sewing machine, I went into my parents' basement, where it was, even before we took it home, and I started making myself a keyboard sleeve. So I took that very first keyboard sleeve, came running upstairs, and proudly put my Christmas present, which was a Poker 2 in white at the time, and stuck it in there and went, look at this great thing I made using that sewing machine that we're going to get for Christmas from Dad. Look at how cool it is. And Steph went, oh, I could do a whole lot better than that. So we went down to we brought it back here to New York City. We went down to Fashion Ave and the Garment District, and we found some backpack materials, and we found some fleece, and we started putting together some prototypes. And Steph made a couple different sleeve designs, and then found one that we kind of settled on as design number 1. And it was so much better quality than anything else that was available in the community at the time. I asked Steph if she would put it on Mech Market. And the deal was put one up, just one. Just put one up on Mech Market and we'll see. And that's what happened. We put one up on Mech Market, and that little sleeve sold to a lovely community member named Manifex. And from there blossomed the community first store. I say community first. What I mean by that isn't like the Donald Trump I did it first thing. What I mean by that is we decided to put the community first, to prioritize the community. We decided to launch that store, and that's exactly what we did. So One Up Keyboards isn't a gaming keyboard thing, even though we do play off the gaming thing quite a bit. But it's not about gaming keyboards. It was about putting one sleeve up on Mech Market and having the community let us know what they thought. And from that one sleeve, we got a little following, and we got some orders and some people requesting more stuff, and we got flamed real bad by some people over on Geek Hack, which is why I don't spend much time over on Geek Hack to this day. And yeah. That's how it all went down, really. Yeah, Manifex is the man who owns the first ever One Up Keyboards. We weren't even called One Up Keyboards at the time. It was just Skiwithpete and a sleeve. One Up Keyboards, even the labels, the names. We started out with what was it, Steph? Skiwithpete. It was like My Shopify. It wasn't though. No, it was WICD. Equid.
It was terrible.
And that was...
Only allowed to put 10 products, 10 sleeves up because that was free.
Yeah, and so that's what we did. And we put them up, and then people started requesting sleeves in different sizes, and we started making different sizes, and then eventually we decided to give it a name. Of course, the story of putting just one up on Mech Market kind of stuck, and so we decided to call the little company, the URL, One Up Keyboards. And that's how we came to be oneupkeyboards.com. And now, of course, you know, there is that strong association with gaming, which I'm not, straight up, I'm not really a gamer. I do a lot of things, but I don't really play a lot of games. But that means that, you know, a lot of people have made a lot of comments about our gaming roots, and excuse me, it's not something we shy away from, really. Steph then changed her ringtone to make it sound like a one-up noise, like a...
It's not actually, it's more of a growing noise rather than the...
Yeah. But anyways, it's got that just for emails, and we thought it was funny, and then, you know, you can hear that every time an order is placed or somebody sends a contact us form, or, you know, all that stuff. It's CJ just throws in a $1 super chat. Thank you very much. Today's first super chat is from CJ, but you didn't put a message in there, CJ. I'm happy to read a message if you'd like me to. I just realized I should probably go buy 2 sleeves for my keyboards. It's awesome. We've actually been refining the design of the sleeves ever since, and there's about to be a change coming to the sleeves, and I won't tease it any more than that, but let me just say that there is a change coming, and that change is going to it's very exciting. The quality isn't going down. They're still made in the USA. There's just some slight tweaks to the design to make it a little more efficient, and also to include a new branding tag. New branding tag. Instead of the old branding tag, there's going to be a new branding tag. Maybe. Just saying. You know, I'm going to be honest. I don't think that people from Geek Hack aren't nice or aren't fair or anything. The truth of the perception at the time was that we were just out to make a buck, and I kind of understand, because we were asking about dimensions for unreleased keyboards, and if anybody had a keyboard that they could give us dimensions for, because we were trying out new sleeve sizes in order to support the community. And of course we were charging, even though I said that there was another sleeve maker at the time, and there was, and he was charging a lot for his sleeves, we actually came in more expensive than his sleeves. So there was definitely a perception that we were that we were not doing it the right way. And you know, fair enough. While I'd been YouTubing for a while and been making a bit of noise, Dane Carter with the next super chat, $2. Thank you very much for the super chat. What was I saying? While we'd been making a bunch of noise over on Reddit, I hadn't really established myself very well on Geek Hack, and so a lot of people just saw me as a threat and a pain rather than as what I wanted to be doing and how I wanted to do it. So then I started getting flamed no matter what I said or where I went, so I stopped using Geek Hack for a time. Now I use it sparingly, but my problem is that I'm time poor, not that I don't like going to Geek Hack. Dane Carter, you didn't write a message either. Did you want to write a message in there, something for me to read out? And, you know, many of the same traditions that we had for One Up Keyboards when we first started continue to this day. We wanted to make the world's best 60% keyboards. And so we decided to do it with the best materials like carbon fiber. and stainless steel. Aluminum too, so we didn't want to compromise on any of those things, and that's reflected very much in our price. We definitely don't have bargain basement stuff. We definitely sell high-end equipment. That's what we're all about. There's no point hiding from it. But that's also why you can buy that stuff from us and not from anybody else in the community. Chokan, don't worry about it. I don't want you to feel bad at all. I want to tell you this because it's straight up true. One of the people who criticized us for our money grubbing, not community first ways was actually JD Carpe. And as you know now, JD Carpe and I are working together on the JD40. He's also the designer of the LJD 61 Up. He and I are very close. So in fact, it's turned into a very positive experience. No, I don't want you to feel sorry about it at all. Like I say, a lot of it is down to the way that we were approaching the subject rather than anything we had to do with the way, like I say, it was the way that we were going about it rather than the way that the people were on Geek Hack. Absolutely. Okay. Super chat. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's CJ. It says, what's the difference between a 6-shooter kit and a regular 6-pack kit? Okay, let me get that stuff so I can show you properly on screen exactly what it is.
Oh, good luck with that.
What's that?
Good luck with that. No.
What's that?
No.
Okay, so first things first, the 6-shooter kit. Steph, correct me if I'm wrong here. The 6-shooter kit is,
With the PCB.
it includes a PCB. Okay, so the 6-pack kit just comes with the 2 plates.
What? No.
What?
No.
Which one comes with what? There's 3 kits you can buy. One is 2 plates.
Yeah, so one of them is a 6-switch tester kit.
Yeah,
So the tester kit comes with the top and bottom,
that's these 2 things.
4 black standoffs.
We don't have those right here, but yeah, it comes with, yeah,
Standoffs that hold them apart.
yeah,
Your bump-ons, clear bump-ons.
yeah,
Gateron clear top switch sample pack.
yeah. Gateron clear switch sample pack, so you get 7 different switches. Yeah,
A 1-up transfer sticker and
Yeah.
6 random keycaps.
and 6 random keycaps. That's your 6-switch tester pack.
Tester pack.
Okay, next one.
The 6-pack kit
Yeah,
is the next one up.
yeah.
And that is the hand wire kit.
That's the hand wire. So you don't get one of these.
So you get a top and bottom plate,
Top and bottom.
standoffs,
Which I don't have. Yeah, bump-ons.
Gateron clear top switch sample pack,
Yeah,
sticker. Then you get a Pro Micro with pins,
Pro Micro with pins.
and that makes it hand wireable.
Hand wire is
Able.
the regular 6-pack. Okay.
Yeah.
Then the 6-shooter,
Yeah.
you go up a level and you get a PCB.
You go from hand wire to PCB.
And actually, you get this full PCB kit. It comes with a teensy, that's this thing in here. I don't know if you can see that very well. You get a teensy, you get the board, you get
The pins.
the pins, you get everything you need to put that together.
And you can add an LED kit to that if you want to get the 6 white LEDs plus a capacitor plus resistors plus zip socket.
And here's this black standoffs, just in case you're wondering what they look like.
So the 6-pack kit
There's the, yeah.
is a hand wire, and the 6-shooter is a PCB.
There you go. You heard it here first. You didn't really hear it here first, did you? But whatever, it's close enough.
Hand wire versus PCB. So the pack kit is a hand wire, the shooter kit is a PCB.
And actually, I made one of those kits, and that's one of these here. This is what I use. It's like my soundboard. You can see here. Sorry, I gotta stop that bling bling noise. So that was that one. This is that one. Whoa! And then this one is my subscribe button, which is one of my favorite ones. Yeah. And of course the 4K button. You ready for this? 4K button. 4K.
Did you see Anchorbait asking after a full-size PCB?
Do you ever plan on selling a full-size PCB? I'm interested in making one, but I'm not a big fan of the wind keyless ones. We are planning on it. We don't have a timeline for it at the moment, but that is something that we're planning on. It's CJ. Did that answer your questions? "39 current viewers. Thank you very much. Yo, Pete, been a minute. Joseph Sukup, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream. It's been a hot minute, I tell you what. So that little keyboard is a fully programmable keyboard. You could use it for just about anything. You could use it for macros, like I do, or you could use it for anything else. A lot of people, we believed, would want one of those if they're thinking about buying a 60% for the first time, because Steph is worried about giving up her arrow keys, so that's why she wanted one. So that's actually why we made it. Oh my God, Pete, ASMR. What's ASMR? Amazing more. How is you and JB's prototype keyboard coming along? Yeah, real good. Real good. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but I'm just going to keep saying real good. Real good. Real good. Super good. Yeah, I love it. Yes, it did. Thanks a lot. Can you hit 4K button again? 2, please. I just did. Do you want me to press it again? You really want me to press it again? I'll press it again. Yeah. Dude, you paid $5 for it. Of course I'm going to do it. His message reads, yes, it did. Thanks a lot, Pete. Can you hit that 4K button again, please? Yes, I can. You ready for this? Boom! 4K. I missed it. I was trying to point at it, but I missed it. I just pointed low. I hope I didn't ruin it.
High profile kit. Top mount for existing carbon fiber kits.
What's that?
Oh.
Any chance for a high-profile kit from you? Possibly a top mount for your existing CF kits. Andrew, that is something we would like to do. We don't have anything in place to do it yet, but it is something that I am considering doing for the future.
Thanks, Riley.
Oh, he's got... Riley says, oh, he's 1UP. Got it. What? I got my caption there. Great service. Thanks, Riley. We're 1UP Keyboards.
Yeah.
I'm the owner. Autonomous sensory meridian response. I don't know what that means. What do you do with these keeps after you're done? Some of them I sell, some of them I keep. I'm going to be honest, I have probably one of the best keyboard collections in the world now. And I say that just because... Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's awesome, man. I have one of the most beautiful keyboards in the collections in the world now because all of my keyboards basically have come from one-up keyboards or variants of things that we sell. Look at this one. This one is the one, I just have this off to the side. This is what I use for my streaming setup. I mean, just for my streaming setup, and I've got this red carbon fiber. Look at it. It's sick. And that's just like my, oh yeah, I'll just put that as my streaming station. 65 gram Zelios. Fully programmable, of course. Love it. And then that had a JTK, a black on white. But that's not all that I've got right here to hand. Here's Steph's keyboard. Look at, check Steph's out. Steph's got a 1-up TKL with a Skeletor GMK on it. Look at that. This is Panda-stotles. And actually these Panda-stotles that I'm putting together now are for Steph's next build.
Are they?
Well, yeah. Which she'll be doing in the very near future. Thanks for all the super chats, you guys. That's awesome. I need an acrylic dust cover. Elite only has 3 sides, not 5. A hole in the market. Interesting. Steph, for a short time, was making dust covers out of fabric, but that kind of went to the wayside. They're very expensive and difficult to make. I do intend to do that someday, you know. I'm going to go through my, my 10-minute warm-up, and I'm just going to put an audio track under my 10-minute warm-up and have different keyboards play different sounds under that thing. That's my plan anyways. Just so you can, like, as you're waiting for things to heat up, you can hear, oh, this is what a 67 gram Zelio on a carbon fiber keyboard sounds like. Oh, that's what a Panda-stottle on a aluminum, you know what I'm saying? I will do that eventually. Andrew Bishop, yes, I want to, yes. What? Yes, Andrew, yes. Sorry, I'm just going to say some stuff that's super obvious. Yes! Of course I do. Don't be crazy. Again, I think that there's a perception out there, and I realize it more and more every day, that people think that, like, 1-up Keyboards is a big, huge company, and, you know, oh, you guys, we're not. We're like two, sometimes 3 people in a 1-bedroom apartment in Manhattan.
It is not really 1 bedroom anymore. It is a small...
It's a small workspace.
It's studio.
But yeah, we're just people, you know, and you can reach out to us anytime, and we're totally interested. We're keyboard enthusiasts, both of us. And, like, we're just totally... And JB, too, when he's around, like, he's a nut. He makes us two look like nothing. So, you know, we're around, and if you guys have any crazy projects that you need help with, get in touch. We certainly can't do them all. We're, like, you know, this company is small.
It is a small company.
But hey, if you got boards coming out that you think, hey, I'd love it if 1-up was involved in this, yeah, let us know. I say that. I have had people reach out to me in the past and said, hey, I want one of these. Can you make it? And we're not really in that sort of position at the moment. Maybe someday. Who knows? Oh, my fingers hurt. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 9:45 p.m.
9:45 p.m. All right. For those of you who've just joined, don't forget to press like. Don't forget to press subscribe. And don't forget to go into the About section below, find the gleam.io link, and join this week's giveaway. Okay, I'm going to switch back over to Action Cam for a couple of these so you can see what this is really looking like here. Mange HD, you're right. And you know what? As soon as we hire our first bot, you'll be the first to know. Oh, awesome. God, these switches suck. The only thing that's salvageable about them is their clickers. Steph, can I ask you a favor, love? Could you get me a quick drink? Anything would do, from water to ginger ale to whatever else is in the fridge.
What would you prefer?
A little ginger ale might be nice, actually, please. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel or new to the show, to press subscribe and to press like. I haven't checked the number of likes we got recently. Let me just take a quick little peek. 34 likes with one dislike. Boo. And with 39 watching, go ahead, smash that. Go ahead, smash that like button, especially if you've been around for a few minutes and you've been watching me mess around with these switches. Okay, let me show you the inside of these switches and how exactly the Aristotle works, why it's so damn clicky. Alright, you ready for this? So the Aristotle, unlike other switches, which would just spring out at this point, these don't spring out because they got little hooks at the bottom. Alright, let's bring this in real tight here. Okay, I'm just going to change the focus, so you got to give me 1 second. Not affecting the focus. How can I affect the focus here? There we go. Okay. Okay, so you see when it didn't jump back out, the part that was actually preventing it from jumping all the way out of the switch housing, it's actually this little foot right at the bottom here. I'm just going to move this back and forth until I get it in focus. You see at the bottom there? You see at the bottom right there? It's got a little hook. That little hook is what actually causes the upward click. But the downward click is actually caused by what's called the magic bean. You see the magic bean in there? That magic bean, when you push down, is what does the clicking. And that magic bean, I'm just going to see if I can That magic bean looks different and is different than the bean that you get inside of the Cherry MX or the Panda-stottle or any of those other switches. So that's why. That's why we harvest them like that, because of that extra little foot, which keeps them in, and because that magic bean makes so much more noise than its competitors do. Unfortunately for Aristotle, or as they're otherwise known, China switch, unfortunately the housings that they're in suck. They're very brittle. They're not very tight. They certainly don't make the most of the noise. The springs rust and corrode. The contacts are shitty. Basically, the whole thing is shit. So we're just lucky that these little stems are so damn good and worth keeping. Otherwise, this would be a complete junk switch. Pete, I notice when putting the stottle stems in, if I'm not careful about the legs catch on and deform the switch leaves. Absolutely true. Absolutely true, and you got to be very careful about it. You got to kind of change the angle you put them in at. But yeah, that's something you definitely have to watch for as you put them together. So just want to give another shout out to my super chatters, Dane Carter and It's CJ. Thank you again for the super chats, guys. As I've said before, all the super chats on the show go towards more awesome cameras and more awesome stuff for the channel. So thank you very much for that. All of the audience appreciates it when you guys super chat. Or, of course, if you'd like to, you can support this channel by buying me a cup of coffee in the About section. Definitely appreciate that, too. Right now, I'm not drinking coffee, though. I'm drinking ginger ale. Oh. 40 watching with 36 likes. I really would like to hit 50 likes for this stream. Is there any chance that there are some out there amongst you who haven't already smashed that like button? Go ahead, smash it now. You can do it. Put your smash into it. Whoops. Gotta be careful, don't want to run that thing over. The loudest, clickiest switch I have is the Kyle Speed Bronze. Interesting. Have you ever tried a Panda-stottle? Excuse me, I can't say that I personally have tried the Kale Speed Bronze. So I don't know how clicky it is. Let me know if you've tried some of these. Since all I have is a reference point. If you're new to the stream, or you've only joined recently, or you've been around and you thought, I'll do it later. Now's a great time to go check that gleam.io link in the About section for this week's giveaway. Why don't I show it off one more time here? Why don't I show it off indeed? Here, one more time. Let's take a look at it. Here's all the stuff you get, which shows off the one-up keyboard sticker, the 3 stickers from Hungerworks Studio, the 2 keycap pullers from mechanicalkeyboards.com, the single switch tester keychain, the O-rings, and the switch top openers. Can you see those through that glare? The switch top openers, all from mechanicalkeyboards.com. And under here is the glorious full-size wrist rest, the GWR 100 smooth tactile cloth wrist rest. So go to the gleam.io link and use your subscription that you've already got to sign up for the giveaway. Oh, that's cool. Well, damn killer, I'll have to check those out for sure. Look at my poor finger. Can you guys see that? Look at my poor finger. It's wrecked. Don't forget to watch in full 4K. If you're going to watch me open these switches, you want to see the glorious detail. Chokan with 500, what is that, Japanese yen? Is that what that is? I don't even know. I'm not even familiar with that symbol. Thank you very much for that. He says, thanks for the stream, Pete. You're an inspiration. I'm not an inspiration. I'm just a regular guy. But thank you very much. What? 500? Is 500 Chinese yen? What is that? I don't even know what that is.
500 Japanese yen is just shy of $5.
Oh, thanks. Still, that's awesome. Don't be crazy.
And yes, that is the correct symbol. Or you are correct. That is the Japanese.
That is the Japanese yen.
Amazing.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much, Chokan. The next thing I'm going to buy is... it's actually more 4K cameras, if I'm honest. What I want to do is I want to do more 4K. So, look, if I show you my everything... Whoops. There we go. So if you notice my everything, that the selfie chat... the selfie cam is fine at 1080p. This one. It's fine at 1080p, but this one should actually be 4K. And the reason it should be 4K is when I do stuff like this should be 4K. This shouldn't be 1080p up-res. So that's what's coming next for me, is that. And of course, I'd love to get a Celebration green screen and other stuff like that. So thank you very much for the kind super chats. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Oh, boys, I don't even think I'm going to get a chance to put these back together. And here I was thinking I was going to move on to the silenced cherries tonight as well. My hands are burning, though. These are painful little bastards to open up. There we go. No, but Pete said Chinese. Did I? No, I meant Japanese. Did I say Chinese? What? The Japanese yen. What did I say? I didn't say Chinese yen. The Chinese have the yuan. I'm like a currency king. I know all the currencies. I know all the different currencies of Europe, all of them, like the euro and 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 the pound. Oh no, wait, they're not in Europe anymore. That was a little Europe joke. Did you catch it? God, that was a funny joke. You'll need a camera to show us all the cameras. I'm not being funny. I actually have a camera for that. It's currently not turned on. Look, check this out. I actually have a camera. You see this? It's my camera 2 that I'm getting ready to show all the cameras with the cameras. Oh my God. It's like a meta joke gone meta. Oh man. But it's not in 4K. Damn it. Yeah, there's the Swedish kroner, there's the Icelandic kroner, there's the Norwegian kronor, there's other ones too. The who else isn't part of that? Well, I mean, Greece is still part of it, although there was a talk for a while that the drachma might be back. Alexa, what's the currency of Turkey?
Turkey's official currency is Turkish lira.
Turkish lira. Well, there you go. There's the Canadian peso. There's actually, the Canadian dollar also has a nickname. Its nickname is the loonie. And the $2 has a nickname. It's the toonie. That is not a joke. The names aren't a joke. The currency may well be. It's difficult to say at this point. Cool, I'm just rocking on here. Alien Man 82 is in the house. What's going on, Alien Man 82? Alien Man at 82, and I go way back. Way back. Andy sat behind me in Philadelphia. Also. His real name is Angelo. No kidding. I say that. I don't actually know. Is it weird that I watch the stream not because I want to see Panda-stotles, but because I like listening and reading the cool discussions? No, that's totally the best reason to come here. I mean, I come here for the chat too. No kidding. I mean, the keyboards are awesome, but I enjoy just the chat and the banter and the jokes and the whatever. It's fun. There's no Bold with Pete jokes tonight, but maybe later. Who knows? It used to be fun in the old days before I got 4K. There were I would ask people to enjoy the full 1080p-ness, but the that joke is gone. Now we're on to the 4K. And there's just been no meme for it so far. West Philadelphia, born and raised. No, it's true, actually. I never checked which side of Philadelphia we were in when we were hanging out there. Steph, were we West Philadelphia?
What?
When we were in Philly. Where did we stay? Was that West Philadelphia?
I don't know.
King of Prussia, where's that in Philadelphia? West? Tell me it's West. Tell me it's West. Tell me it's West. It's not. It's going to be East Philadelphia. Watch. Shit.
There's JB.
JB's in the house. What's up, JB? JB, can you do me a favor? Can you press like? Can you make Alien? Can you make Alien Man smash like too?
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hi, Noah.
Noah Kelly, longtime lurker, finally confident enough to post. Awesome. Well, welcome to the stream, dude. I'm so glad. I didn't realize that there were any lurkers, so that's awesome. Thanks, Noah. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat, more importantly. You stayed west of Philadelphia. No, go on. Did I really? That's where I was born and raised. We didn't play any b-ball outside of the school. Wait a sec. I was the one making trouble in the neighborhood. Gives you a whole new perspective. Oh, awesome, Chokan. I went to Philadelphia and I didn't eat a cheesesteak. Andrew Bishop.
The last time, or the first time, not the last time.
Yeah. But, I mean, why else would you go to Philly other than to sing Will Smith songs? Andrew, there is actually, and Gadgetable's not here to tell us what it is, there is actually a Slack channel devoted entirely to one-up keyboards. Are any of you guys in the Slack channel for one-up? I'm on Slack. I'm not really on Discord. Is Discord better? Is it like is it the thing? You did last time. Look how defensive he's getting, Steph. Yeah, well, I didn't this time, did I? Kept asking for the Philly cheesesteak. Somebody's a vegan. Oh. Ah! Karma. Ah, Karma's a bitch. Ah. Let's start a poll. Don't start a poll, just start the damn channel, man. Just start a Discord if that's what you're about. Oh, it hurts so much. My hands. Bruh. That's the poll vote now. But there's already, I'm telling you, there's already a Slack channel. I'm telling you, it already exists. I just don't know what it is. Hold on. Hold on. Damn. Hold on. Oh, he's already made a Discord. Hold on. I gotta find the invite thing. Where do you find the invite thing? I don't know how to add people. How does one add other people? I think we're going to be on Discord only because I can't figure out how to do this. Got it. The question there, somebody just asked, is the JD40 the plank lookalike you can get on Taobao or AliExpress? Definitely not, Noah. The JD40 is designed by a guy named JD Carpe. He's a Texan, real nice guy, and they are, so far as I know, currently exclusive to One-Up keyboards. I know you can get the PCBs from mechanicalkeyboards.com, but you shouldn't be able to buy the JD40 anywhere else in the world, actually. Awesome. Go to the Discord room. Don't worry about the Slack room at all. What should everyone call you? Ski with Pete. Nice. I think I'm in there, but I gotta finish this. Can't be in two places at once. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. 37 watching with 40 likes. That away, boys. Thank you very much to everybody who's pressed like already. Definitely do appreciate it. If you haven't already pressed like, would love it for it if you could press it now. Trying to get to 50 before the end of the stream, which, by the way, isn't very long from now because my hands are about to start bleeding. Steph, when I get that sharpener, I'm going to sharpen up the bottom of these things, I think, so that they're pointy. Igniblit says, any new incoming color for the JD40 kits? About to pull the trigger, I think, but knowing my luck, a new color will get added tomorrow. No, Igniblitz, there is no new colors. There are no new colors in the pipeline coming for the JD40. The JD40 is currently static. There are no plans to add anything in the near future. Right now, there is... what you got? A bunch of different colors of carbon fiber, silver, black, blue. There might even be one or two reds left. Yeah. One or two, not many. It's almost gone, the red. And then there's a couple of colors of the aluminum that are still kicking around. And that's it. That's all that is left. So you go ahead and pull the trigger without any fears. Igni Blitz, I gotta tell you, by the way, those JD40 kits are pretty kick-ass. I think you'll definitely enjoy it. I have a couple JD40s myself, and I love them. Well, guys, that's it for me for this evening. I didn't get a chance to put these switches together, but I did get to deconstruct a whole bunch of them. So what I will do is get ready for another live stream where I'll start to put these all back together. Dane, that's awesome. Did you know that I've had to stop using Linux? It's a terrible story. I don't know if I want to share it with you now that you've said that about the client. JB1830 in the... Chokan says, perhaps a photo of an assembled board on the product page would be a good idea. Would be even more tempting. Yeah, absolutely. It's something that we've talked about recently. It's something that we're intending to add, but we haven't yet done. Again, you've got to understand, and I hope you do, that it's just really Steph, me, and occasionally JB as well. And there's a lot to do to try to make this site work, but, you know, I just I'm not able to devote myself to it full time. I do have a full-time job outside of keyboarding and outside of YouTubing, and so I'm just not able to do all the things I know I'm supposed to do. Awesome. Well, that was super fun, guys. I'm going to get to more of that once my thumb recovers. So hopefully we'll catch up later on in the week. JB, I know I'm supposed to see you tomorrow. Looking forward to that already. I'll see you then. Everybody else, the soonest... Noah Kelly, that's awesome. Live stream tomorrow. No, unfortunately, tomorrow there's definitely no chance. Tomorrow I have plans in the evening, and like I say, I work full time, so there's no chance of that. But Tuesday, there's a slim chance. Wednesday, there's an improving chance. Thursday is probably the best chance. But then Friday, it looks like I'm going to be out of town and over the weekend. So if you don't see me for a week, just remember to press like and subscribe. When you press subscribe, use that little, it's like a little bell. Click on that little bell. I'm going to show you what it used to look like. Well, that's not what it used to look like. Oh. Uh-oh. I think I've lost all of my subscribers. Dane, no, Steph doesn't do one up full time. She's pretty close, but it's not a full time gig for her as yet. We're both trying to make it a thing, but not yet. Igni Blizz, time to Google what the hell Panda-stotles are. Well, before you do, these are the stems from Aristotle switches. These are the housings of Panda switches. You take the housing of a Panda switch and the stem of an Aristotle, put the two together, and you end up with something called a Panda-stotle. Now, a minute ago, a hot second ago, I had one that I'd finished building, but I seem to have misplaced it. Maybe it's in this. There it is. Yeah, right there. Let me... This right here is a Panda-stottle. It's an Aristotle stem in a panda housing. And it sounds like this. You ready? Oh, dropped it. These are going to end up being one of the most expensive, most customized switches that you can get your hands on. And Steph's going to build it into her keyboard. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for hanging out with me tonight. I will see you guys over in the Discord or over in the Slack. I'm going to just put the Slack there too because I want to be honest. I'm probably going to hang out a bunch in the Slack too. All right. Thank you again to everybody for hanging out. Don't forget to press like. Don't forget to press 42 likes. Damn, so close to 50. Don't forget to press like. Don't forget to press like. Don't forget to press subscribe. Don't forget to come back again soon. With the little bell, if you click the little bell and you click for notifications, receive notifications for all things on this channel. It's something like that. The little bell beside subscribe. If you do that, then you'll be notified when this channel goes live. And that's one of the best things you can do. That's how you know you're going to catch all the content just as it starts to happen. So do that, press that button, and then don't forget this week's giveaway, the gleam.io link that's in the About section below. There's the sticker from One Up Keyboards, the huge sticker. There's 3 stickers from Hungerworks Studios. There's keycap pullers, O-rings, the cherry blue switch tester keyring, and the switch top openers, all from mechanicalkeyboards.com. And there's the full-size wrist rest pad GWR100 from Glorious PC Gaming Race. Glorious PC Gaming Race. It's an awesome one. Go down into the About section. Go check out the gleam.io link. You're already subscribed to the channel. You might as well be entered in this week's giveaway. Thanks again to everybody who joined in. Don't forget that even though the show is over, the chat will continue. And of course, now the chat's going to continue in Discord and in... what's the other one called? Slack. Discord and Slack. Anyways, thanks again to everybody who tuned in. That was Panda-stotles. Super fun. Don't forget, you guys can, if you really enjoyed today's stream, you can support the channel either through Patreon or buying me a cup of coffee in the About section below. Thanks again to everybody who tuned in. We will see you guys back again very soon.